Imagine your opponent just dropped down 3 to 4 Rotten Mouth Vipers on one turn, and then gives them haste. Let's take a look at my new favorite Reanimator deck. That's right, guys. If you like some crazy top-end nonsense, today is the day for you, because we have one of the coolest Reanimator decks we've ever put together, and it revolves around Rotten Mouth Viper, guys. This is one of my new favorite cards. It's the coolest creature ever. It comes into the battlefield, gets a little counter placed onto it, and for every counter it has on there, the opponent has to choose to either take 4 damage, or they can sacrifice a creature, draw a card, those types of things. But when you attack, it adds another counter onto it, then making the choice even harder because they've got to either take 8 damage, so on and so forth. Now, what if I said we reanimate this guy, make copies of him, and give him haste at the exact same time? This is how we're going to do it today, guys. We've got the Vault and the Bitter Reunion, two of our most important cards here to get things into the graveyard, like the Rotten Mouth Viper. Obviously, ideally, you want to get that into the yard, and then you draw some cards, right? And you're making treasures. That's all good. Now, we've got Caretaker's Talent. This is probably the MVP today. If you can get this down, you're not only going to consistently draw cards off of, let's say, the treasures we're generating here off of the Collector's Vault. You can also get tokens off of the Sunfall, tokens off of the Dragon War. So this is going to be drawing you cards a lot. But really, we're going to be putting this onto the battlefield to hold it and let it simmer until we get to the level 2. We're not going to waste that level 2 early. We are going to wait specifically for our win con to hit, which is Coiling Rebirth. We are going to reanimate the Viper from the graveyard to the battlefield, and with Coiling Rebirth, if you give them the gift of a card, you get to make a copy, which is a token of that creature. You make that token, which is a 1/1. Now you've got two Coiling, two Vipers on the battlefield, and then with all your additional mana, you just start making copies, right? You pay 1 mana with the Caretaker's Talent to create another copy of the Viper, and then you spend that very last bit of mana, that 1 mana, to tap and spend on sacrificing Bitter Reunion to give all the Vipers haste. And then you're gonna have 3, 4 Vipers swinging into the opponent's face and causing them to decide whether or not they want to take 57 life or they want to sacrifice every permanent and discard every card in their hand. It's a really awesome way to win the game. Obviously a ton of setup, super hard to hit a lot of times, but man, is it fun when you do. So, enjoy this one with caution. I wouldn't advise going out and wasting all your wild cards to build something this silly, but it is a lot of fun, and we got some pretty good wins here today. So enjoy, guys. Peace. All right, so today's deck has kind of a bonkers feel to it, man. It can do some really crazy top end stuff with the Viper, doing some reanimation. Opening hand here, I'm going second. I'm gonna keep it, but it might be a bit of an issue because of how expensive it is. We'll see what happens here. That's a target for the Dragon War Sweeper down the road. We're being visited today, guys, by our good friend Marshall here in the background. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's having a good old time back there. I don't know why he likes to sleep in the lights, but he does. All right, the Deep Cavern Bat is annoying. That takes away my ability there to drop my hand or sweep the board. I do have Sunfall on the build, though. Raven Man. Okay, so they're really leaning into the discarding effects here. I could use something that's not a 5-drop. There we go. That works. I'll take that. Sure. Sure. I will take that. Man, this would have been such a good sweeper against this opponent, too. Oh, they're going to allow me to discard the Viper. We love that. We do love that. All right, taking some damage. The craziest thing here is the fact that this is probably going to work. I do have to worry, though, about this stealing the Viper, because they could just sacrifice a bunch of things to steal it. Something to think about. I will drop a land. Another Sunfall. I guess that's pretty good, because if I discard a Sunfall here, I still have a backup. That works. Let's see what they do, man. Are they willing to commit a couple permanents here to cast the Viper? I would imagine they absolutely will do so, which means we're gonna lose the Viper, but hey, we Sunfall the board, we start fresh, and we're back in business. You know what I mean? Not the most ideal start, I will say. Oh wow, they choose not to cast it. Maybe they can't cast it. Maybe they don't get the opportunity to cast it for its discounted price. But imagine they would though. All right.
Drop it.
Let's see. I think I only really need one Sunfall here. I really feel like we could still win this game very easily, which is the craziest thing ever, but here we go. Let's drop the house on him. Let's drop the house on him. We'll be seeing ya. Now, if I could just get one more on-tap land here, we could go Coiling Rebirth, give haste, swing through with 2 Vipers right away. I mean, that would be pretty silly. Wow, they really just going for the tokens there.
Don't overthink.
Now, we got to remember Liliana is we're probably going to kill Liliana here with this token. And probably play the tap land and then maybe something like the Elder Dragon. So I'm gonna drop 1 Rebirth here. I may end up regretting that though. That changes things. That changes things a lot. I got the land we were looking for. I did not expect to top deck the land. So here we go. Coiling Rebirth, let's go. Please no cut down, that's all I ask. Please no cut down. I know that's kind of asking for a lot, but all right, we got the double Viper and they're both about to have some haste. And this is why I said I think we were going to win this one. Honestly, killing Liliana doesn't seem like a great idea because they might be forced into having to sacrifice the Liliana anyways. I didn't do the math, nor am I going to do the math because that's a lot of thinking and I don't like to think. We're just gonna send it through and hope for the best. Oh man, wish me luck. That's 8 damage per Viper, plus another 7 from the actual physical damage. All right, they do some discarding, go down to 15. Do they sacrifice Liliana here? They do sacrifice Liliana. I am glad I didn't commit to that attack on the Liliana. All right, basically they've got to figure out how to deal 2 damage to me or they're cooked. I just got water in my eye. Okay, so they go Liliana minus here and they're dead.
I've always hated crime.
And they're donezo. That's how we turn it around right there with the Vipers, man. That's how the Vipers get it done, dude. We had such a bad hand to start that game. I don't know what I was thinking, but hey, we've been winning a lot with this deck, so maybe I'm getting a little cocky. Who knows? What do we think about that one, Marshall? Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, we like this hand. We're keeping this. We got the Viper. We've got the Reunion to drop it off right away. I mean, this hand literally couldn't look any better. And what a stark contrast to the first game. Oh man, can't believe I kept that hand still. I'm still not always doing the smartest of things, but sometimes it works out though, you know? See you later, Viper, and we get a Murex. Okay, I need some lands that are not gonna hurt me. Murex is not a colored land, so we do have to take a lot of pain to cast our spells for a while. Charming Scoundrel. Goes for the treasure, okay. Doing a little ramping. That's a fun find right there. Yeah, I think that's actually a really perfect timing on that. Go back to 19. And then the Elder Dragon can sweep up some small stuff here if they tend to drop little things. Alright, we gotta kill that with the Get Lost for sure. Not going to allow that to hang around. I'm glad we drew some land that's not gonna hurt us later. Guess I could have played that on their turn, but I just didn't want them to on-tap and get any sort of value there. Shieldred. So we do have the Viper in the yard, right? We do, okay. Viper's in the yard. I may cast the Sunfall here just to get rid of Shieldred. I know that might seem like super low value, but I don't want to take too much pain for drawing cards, and Elder Dragon is something I want to cast. I did just find the Rebirth, which is awesome, but I wouldn't be able to give haste, and I'm afraid they might kill the Vipers, so let's just wait. One more land. We can do this. I'd really like to show you guys how it works with the new talent card that we have, the new copy. You copy the token and then you give haste to everything. It's ridiculous if we can pull that off. Demolition Field. Honestly, thank you. I need to go grab probably another black source so we don't get burned on the Rebirth. I know they thought I would not have any basics there, but I do. Nice, and we basically got him to take the turn off. Alright, let's just drop this. I know I'm taking it very slow, and there really probably is no reason for us to take things this slow, but I think I'd prefer to do it this way just because I want to make sure we can swing in with that haste and just put the nail in the coffin right away. Hopefully the opponent commits some mana here to the board so we don't have to worry about removal at instant speed. Things like go for the throat and whatnot. Ugh, of course not. Of course not. Well, we got the dragon. It doesn't seem like they have instant speed removal here. But then again, I guess if they remove it, we got the reanimation spell, right? We've got the virtue, so if they remove this, it is what it is. Okay, it lands before the opponent casts a spell. They took a long time to decide, though. Is it time? All right, looks like we're getting the rope treatment. Awesome, you'd love to see it. Good stuff from the opponent. I'm so confused. They keep touching their cards every few seconds, but doing nothing. So I would imagine they don't have the answer. Otherwise, they would have cast it. Instead, they're just deciding to rope us. So, okay, they do have the answer. I don't know what's going on over there. It's very, very strange. Very strange. I really couldn't tell you what's going on, but I guess they had a couple of kill spells, just decided to take 20 minutes to play them. They're out of timeouts here. All right, the opponent passes the turn right back to us. I could play another Viper, or I could play some reanimation with the virtue. I'm gonna go with the virtue. It's a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a investment move, but I think we play that over the Viper just because we're not under any pressure. We have time to set it up, so. This was a good one too, man. I really wish the opponent wouldn't be taking like 7 years to make their moves, because this would have been a really interesting game, and I don't want to have to cut it. I'll probably have to do some heavy editing on this one, but man, this was a good one. And there's the scoop. Okay, good. We're out of here. All right, on to the next one. We're actually on our way to Mythic too, by the way. We're really close. We're getting there. All right, we got the Bitter Reunion. I think that's good enough to keep the starting hand here. We're going second though. Not ideal. Not ideal. Oh boy, right off the rip, doing some discarding, huh? Not fun. Oh, let's go. We've got Caretaker's Talent. That's a big piece of the combo. I am gonna start it out with the Vault, because the Vault with the Talent is gonna draw me a lot of cards, which can get around this whole discarding nonsense. All right, this should resolve fine, and then we pass the turn, and from here on out, we're drawing cards, baby. Let's do it. Mono black. I don't think I can't conceive of anything that would, take care of the Caretaker's Talent. All right, land drop for sure. Get lost. Okay. Okay. Let's start with this first and see what we get. Another caretaker's talent is actually pretty solid. And a land. Okay, so we're gonna play this out. And use the get lost on the investigator probably. Yeah, probably. Let's do that. All right, if they're just gonna draw cards here and use up these clue tokens, I'm totally down for that. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Yes! All right, investigator down, and we are really set up right now. I'm getting super excited because our setup right now is really good. We've got another caretaker's talent, which means extra cards, baby. This could not have worked out better for the type of opponent that we were up against, getting all of our draw spells like this. All right, we end the turn. All right, another discard effect. Who knew? And a bandit's talent. All right, we're gonna have to drop one of these. That's fine. As long as we've got one, we're good to go. Let's start with that and see what we draw into. And we get, okay, some good stuff. Some good stuff here. Let's start with activating this. There's the Viper. We've got everything. We just need the Coiling Rebirth. Coiling Rebirth for the win, baby. Let's do this. Take you out. Now, I know that's pretty bold of us to just throw away a Viper there when we can just cast it, but I'm going for the combo, man. I am going for the one-shot surprise. Here's 12 Vipers attacking into your face combo. Let's do this, man. I'm excited. All right, that's fine. Because I got this. That's a no thank you, man. Come on, Coiling Rebirth is all we're looking for now. Okay. Let's drop you. Surely we'll draw more lands. We do. There it is. There it is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the 1. Not enough for me to want to pull the trigger on that yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then copy, copy, haste. Next turn. Next turn is the turn. Let's just keep all these in the hand just in case they force me to discard a lot here. I want to make sure we have enough to discard without losing the Coiling Rebirth. Oh, wouldn't that be a tragedy? Draw cards. Draw cards. Do it. All right, are you guys ready? Buckle in, baby, because this next turn is going to be absolutely litty. This is going to be crazy. This might be one of the biggest combos we've hit ever with this deck. Clue token. Bandit, that's fine. Bandit away. Your game has ended, my friend. Draw. Perfect. Literally a perfect draw. Rebirth. You can have a card. I'll take my Viper. Oh man, things are getting kind of weird, huh? You're gonna have to do some discarding maybe, you know, maybe sack a few of these clue tokens, you know, nothing crazy. Just wait. Just wait. Things are about to get real weird for you. There's one clue token. There's another. Sure. Sure. All right, how about another Viper? Let's make it one more. Oh, you thought we were done. You thought we were done? Oh, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. In fact, I got one more Viper for you. And, you know, the icing on the cake is yet to hit. This is the part where you're really going to hate us. We got exactly one more mana to give all of our Vipers haste. And, yeah, you're going to have to do that over again. And this time, they're all going to have 2 counters. GG's. GG! Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Oh, I love this game. They are going to be thinking hard about this one. How do we get out of this? I'll give you the answer. You can't. Unfortunately, you cannot. Every single Viper you see hitting here right now is going for 8 damage or sack 2 things. Yeah, that's going to do it. Oh, we did it. I'm so excited, man. We actually pulled it off. All right, well, with the opponent going first, this hand actually looks pretty good because we've got the persistence early on into a Sunfall, assuming they're aggro, of course, but looking at their sleeves, I'm guessing like mono blue or something. Oh, no, it is going to be life gain. Okay, cool. I needed that. That works. Man, you really cannot top the game we just had. That was epic. That was epic. All right, we got the Viper as well. Might just play the Viper straight up, to be honest, with the hand that we have here. Unless we get like a bitter reunion. All right, another one is tough. All right, we drew more land. Not great, man, not great. We need something better than that. Archangel Elspeth is tough. They're gonna start creating 1/1s. It can bring back all the permanents from their graveyard if it ults that are 3 mana or lower. That Kaya's crazy. Yeah, we got to get a move on here. I don't know if this is going to be our game, guys. I guess if they miss land drops, which is very likely here at this point, we might be okay, because if we can get the Viper out without them interacting with the Viper, with the Kaya at least, like without, you know, stealing it from us, we should be okay. This is gonna hurt though, very badly. And then the Shieldred to follow it up is diabolical. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, with the Shieldred follow-up here, I really don't see a way out of this. We're at 3 life right now, so. We know exactly what their play is going to be, and then they create another 1/1 maybe. They could have honestly just attacked me with their land and 1 right there too, so they actually let us off the hook here a little bit. Another Sunfall. Sunfall though will deal damage to myself, so that's imminent death for sure. Yeah, GG's. We just didn't get there fast enough, man. If they didn't have a second Amalia, we might have been okay, but that second Amalia really cooked us there pretty badly. They sack a permanent when they could have just took the 4. I mean, they were at 30-something plus life. Crazy. They give it flying, they go over the top, and that'll do it. Good stuff. I mean, it's just one of those things. We started second, you know, off to the slow start. It is what it is. GG. All right, we get to go first. We've got the Caretaker's Talent. I'm keeping this hand. Anytime we get the talent, I'm going to keep it. A lot of discard going around right now. These sleeves don't exactly indicate aggro players, so hopefully drawing cards will be important here. All right, we got more land. That's what we needed. Now, if we can find a way to generate some tokens. I do have Sunfall. Opponent's gotta be discard, right? I mean, you would think. Caretaker's Talent may be taken off of the table here. There are things like the Legion, I think is what it's called. The card that exiles permanents. Orzhov has options for straight up permanent removal, so nothing's really safe here. Let's see what we hit with this. There we go. Now we're drawing cards more consistently. You love to see it. Just looking for the Viper. Are we gonna pull this off again? We've got all the pieces. Holy cow. We might actually pull this off again. We don't care really what they take here. We got Sunfall or Get Lost. We're cool with either one. They'll probably take the get lost. It's more efficient. Then again, though, they may want to take the Sunfall because they might be planning on playing a lot of bats in life gain. I thought this was discard based on how slow they were moving, but now I'm starting to think it's life gain. That's unfortunate for them. You hate to see it. Oh, another caretaker. Well, now I kind of want to keep the caretaker and get rid of the get lost. That might seem a little wild, but you know what? No. Nah. I know it's risky. I know. But the caretakers, you cannot pass those up. When you can draw extra cards like this, that's how you really start getting value, man, and start finding what you need quickly. Which all we need is the Viper, and we get to go off again. Fortress coming down, sure. We're still at 20 life right now, so we're feeling really good about this. All the setup that we did is just paying off great right now. Another caretaker. There we go. So many cards we draw here. Game on, baby. Game on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to reanimate. 1 to copy, 2 to copy, 3 to copy, and 1 for haste. Let's see what happens. That's not going to cut it. You can take a Coiling Rebirth if you want. It's not going to stop the inevitable. Taking a Sunfall. Bold strategy, Con. Run and hide. All you want here, because we are inevitable. Now they could have spot removal, that's for sure. And if they do have spot removal, they really should remove the token and not the original copy. Let's see what happens here. I'm just saying out loud for their sake. Hopefully they can hear me. Obviously they can't. If you're gonna kill something here, kill the token. Trying to help you out, man. Trying to help you out here. No. That was a mistake, man. Unless you have a cut down. Do they have a cut down? No cut down, huh? No cut down, and you chose to take out the original copy. Poor fella. All right, the poor fella. All right, we're gonna make another copy here. You guys know the drill. This is about to get absolutely insane. We're making another copy here. Yeah, okay. This time the opponent doesn't let us actually follow through with our game plan, which is unfortunate because most people don't even realize the haste until it's too late. So I'm surprised they gave up that early. I would imagine once we gave them haste, that's when they would concede, but I think they see through our game plan here, so GG. All right, so after that game, I had to go back and look to see who it was we played against. I want to just give a quick shout out to that Lich Queen game because our opponent, class act for letting us go through all of that nonsense and actually pulling off the combo for the video. I really appreciate that. I highly doubt they're watching, but if you are, thank you for allowing us to go through the entire combo because, you know, that last opponent did not, and I realized that combo's hard to hit, and if someone just concedes too early, that would really stink, so I'm glad we were able to get it done. Archer down. We might actually get a pretty good Elden Dragon War here. All right, they missed out. They hit a land. We love that. And I do love that I have a talent here potentially to hit. Gosh, I hope this doesn't get too big. Well, I guess if it's like you know, a hop to it, that's actually pretty good. They'll hit us for a lot, but then banish. Oh no, Banishing Light. Why is that even a card anymore? I guess that's fine though. I can blow it up with this. All good, all good. How about a little bit of sweeper action here? Elden Dragon War. Elder Dragon, sorry. And then we have a Sunfall. I mean, if we're up against traditional rabbit tokens, there's really no chance the opponent stands here, if I'm being honest, because we're just gonna Sunfall the board. It's just too much value, man. Sunfall is honestly ridiculous, and we're at 18 life. Not enough pressure, in my opinion, has been applied to this game in time. So us having 5 mana to use, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good card. I'm sitting here talking about how it's guaranteed, but that was pretty awesome. Let's just drop the Viper too. A lot of lands, okay. Gonna have to use this pretty early. I thought for sure we could build up some suspense with that, but opponent kind of cooked there. Oh man, I'm gonna feel like such a dummy if we lose this one now. All right, so they can do what with this exactly? They sacrifice it and 6 cards, grab a rabbit. All right, we put a stop here on purpose because I want to make sure I get the this killed before the saga goes off. Because if you get this down and you get the token, you get to draw the extra card. Oh, yes, please. We might pull a combo off again. I'm only gonna drop a land this time though. I'm gonna hang on to the Viper for now. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's just throw the tap land down. Get it out of the way here. Okay, so we got all the pieces except for the Coiling Rebirth. We need the Rebirth to turn our Viper into a token. Could play the Viper straight up here. They'd probably concede, to be honest, and I'd really hate for that to happen, so I think I might play this poorly on purpose just for content reasons. I want to try to get the combo again. All right, they finally make a play here. They go with the War Leader. Oh, they went ahead and copied it too. Very nice. That's brutal. Yeah, should I just play the Viper straight up here? Gosh, it doesn't feel like I should. Feels like I should go for the combo one more time, but I mean, a Viper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus haste. I guess that's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Can't be too upset at that. It's enough to close the game. I could have technically dug deeper to try to find the combo pieces. I'm sure it would have been pretty awesome, but there's really no reason when you can just win the game straight up here. So let's not play with our food too much here. They're taking 4 in the air. They stack both of those tokens. All right, and they take all the damage. Bitter Reunion. You're telling me I could still possibly pull off the combo here. All right, this is kind of OD right now, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, okay, we missed anyways. All right, let's bring this up. And we send everybody. I really don't see how they can do this with the math lining up the way it's lining up here. 3/3 gains trample and hexproof. I mean, they can block and kill it for sure, but they're gonna have to send both of these away. And then they take 4 plus another 4 over here. There's really no way around it. They die here. Unfortunate. Good game, I guess. I mean, they were kind of off to a slow start. I do feel bad for this player. They did drop a pretty big nuke on us, though, early on here with this Season of the Burrow. I really love this card. I'm a big fan of this card. I love playing it in my own rabbit deck, too. Fun game, though, man. Super fun game. Fun deck. This deck is awesome. All right, looks like we got time for one more game here I could probably squeeze in, so we're gonna keep this hand. Got the Bitter Reunion. Man, if we can get within one game of Mythic, that'd be kind of crazy. Next video, we're dropping our Mythic games. Let's go. We'll probably play some Mono Blue. I've been wanting to play Mono Blue. It looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's kind of like not what I do, but it'd be kind of fun to try it out. We've been playing some really funky decks all week, so I figured I'd try a meta deck, you know, a little bit more meta. So we got a Viper in the yard, and we've got a Bitter Reunion on the field. So we're looking pretty good right now. Looks like we're up against the Planeswalker deck, though, which is very dangerous. I'm going to need to find a Get Lost here if we're going to have a chance to blow up the talent and hopefully not get one shot, you know? These Sunfalls are essentially worthless here because it's just all Planeswalkers. Okay. They gift me a card, okay. It comes down to which card do they want to use against me is the question. The Bitter Reunion helps me more, but they take my Sunfall. That's probably what I would have done. Little do they know we're trying to one-shot them on the spot, so that's not going to help us a ton. All right, let's get rid of this. There we go. That's what we were looking for right there. That's what we needed, ladies and gentlemen. Let them invest that 4 mana into pumping it up even further, and then we'll blow it up. Surprise! All right, let's do this now. We might find a 2 mana spell that we can cast. Nope. Drop this. All right, we got to get down the Virtue of Persistence, I guess. Bring back the Viper that way. Terra Sunder is a card we got to be concerned about, though, unfortunately. Liliana, forcing some discarding here. That's fine.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. You won't be outsmarting me.
All right, here we go. Mirex into Virtue of Persistence. That'll have to do for now. That'll have to do. I got the Viper ready to go. They have a Sunfall, but can't cast it until after I attack and do some gnarly damage with it. Because we've got 4 plus 8 plus the 6 from the attack. So it's going to be difficult to deal with. Hopefully they utilize the minus off the Liliana. Probably unlikely. No creatures in their graveyard, obviously. Yeah, that Sunfall is going to be a bit of an issue, because if it exiles the Viper, we can't keep bringing it back. That's going to be tough. Okay. That's fine. Without the enchantment, it's pretty harmless. They're down to 15. Down to 15. All right. They didn't leave any mana open for an instant speed kill either. Six plus the 8. You know what? I think I have to go here. As much as I hate the idea of doing that, I really think that's important to go there. Yeah. I can't have Liliana ulting on us. That'd be crazy.
Nothing more.
That's really good. That's actually so good. Because I might just want to kill my own Viper here, honestly. Kill my own Viper. I mean, hopefully they minus the Vraska, but I doubt that's going to happen. If they do, great. The biggest mistake they can make is minusing the Vraska here, and they do. Wow. All right, we upkeep. All right. That's fine. There's nothing in my graveyard worth exiling right now. Do I even use this to kill Vraska? Because it's just going to give them more fodder here to work with when trying to sacrifice things. I think I just chill. I literally think I just chill here. My turn. It didn't work. Dang it. Okay. I thought for a second there that would work. It did not. Dang it. So we're not going to be able to get the reanimation off of that. All right. Well, it wasn't as big a mistake as I thought. Had I been able to sacrifice it immediately, It would have been okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll get it next turn. We'll get him next time, brother. We'll get him next time. We might have to use the get lost on the creature land. All right, pass the turn. Here we go. Here we go. We might pull off the combo here. Actually, no, it's not going to come back as a token. What am I saying? I need the rebirth for that. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. What are we doing? That's what I thought was going to happen. Take that out. You are not exiling my Viper. I won't have it. I will not have it. Can't believe we might actually win this one. It's kind of crazy to think about. Thought for sure we were toast. They might have get lost though, so let's not get too excited. Or not a get lost, I'm sorry, I go for the throat. Alright, they sack a token. Alright. Let's do one of these. 6, 7, yeah, I think we're gonna attack here again. I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't love it, but I gotta get rid of that Vraska. Do they want to take 8? They don't take any, and they lose a card. They lose Vraska. That's good stuff. We play this out. Use up a token here to draw a card. And we got another Viper. Huge. Okay. Huge, huge, huge. Man, how do I get rid of this though? Right now. I don't think we can. And even if I do, I really wish they would have tapped my Mirex land. I was going to use that with the extra treasures to create another draw for us, but unfortunately they had other plans. All right, that's fine. We had a feeling that was going to be the case. All right, let's just see what happens here if we draw a discard. Do we get the Coiling Rebirth? No Coiling Rebirth. All right, that's got to go. All right, still no Coiling Rebirth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Play this straight up. Straight up. Right? Little decision here. Do you want to take 4? They do want to take 4. We're going to play this as well. And we're going to utilize it on their turn to draw another card. The talents, man, have really come in huge for this build. Absolutely huge. Omni Helix. What do we got here? 9 life. I don't think they have any more exiling effects. You never know, though. Oh, they could have Devious Cover Up. That'd be crazy. All right, they draw a card. Huge. Man, if they have Devious Cover Up and they exile all of my Vipers, that actually would be such a heartbreaker. Oh no, they're looking at their graveyard. Holy smokes, that's not good. All right, well, looks like we got to win the game with Mirex tokens. That's so unfortunate, dude. I had the weirdest feeling about that too. Oh man, that is the one card. That is literally the one card that shuts down everything. The program has been shut down. Ooh, that's actually helpful. That can win us the game. Discard you. Okay, okay, we're talking now. We're talking now. Let's go here. We are talking now. So if we play this to deal the 2 and then just create a Mirex token, that seems like a pretty decent turn. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do this. Deal 2 to their face. We'll prolong the token that we're going to create here. just cause. I don't want to play out the 4/4 dragon and just have it taken out. So I'd like to get some value out of this play here, which is to get the 2 damage just straight to their face. Yikes, man, this is gonna be a tricky one. This is gonna be a tricky one. I'd like to get another bitter reunion to give the dragons haste, and then I wouldn't mind playing them out straight up. Brother. What stinks is I've got a virtue down this late in the game and nobody has creatures in their graveyard. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. It's also kind of crazy that I said one more game and this game is taking forever.
Enough with the mystery.
Sure.
I've come for
They're hoping that they can get that alt off on the Liliana, I'm guessing. But the thing is here, man, why wouldn't they use that right there to blow up my potential dragon here, man? Oh, there you are. Where have you been? Where have you been, man? They're dead anyways. It's all good. We've got lethal on board. We've got lethal. Bada bing, bada boom. What you gonna do? We already had it, but, you know, why not have it some more? Why not have it some more? Just a little extra sauce for the opponent here. You know, we went this far. Why not have some fun here at the end, right? Why not add a little bit of sauce at the end? we waited this long for the win. Let's add some spice to it. GG's. A little bit of an overkill, but hey, we are 1 game away from Mythic. That's what I'm talking about. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list and video. This one was a lot of fun, and that's kind of where I'm gonna leave this one. It's in the fun category. This is not a deck I would advise anybody to like invest a million wild cards into to try to climb the ladder. It's just one of those decks where you can just do some really crazy top end stuff and have a blast playing. And this one, you know, it did pretty well. I feel with like a few tweaks, maybe if someone can make it a little bit better, they definitely, you know, could make it a pretty powerful list. I mean, it's a very good way to close out a game. Nobody's ready for it, and it's just such a fun thing to do to people. I mean, being surprised by 3 Vipers is one thing, but then you give them haste, it's a whole nother thing. But anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the very end. I appreciate it very much. If you made it this far, appreciate you. And a huge thank you as always to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. So huge thank you and shout out to everybody who, you know, financially supports me every month. It means a lot to me, so I really do appreciate you for that. And we'll be back again tomorrow with some Mono Blue. We got into Mythic, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Spacey, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.